did you come from? Oh, yeah, sorry, hold on.
Go away, Tom, go away.
You're not on yet, a minute.
Belated welcome here to 3G pitch here in Breffni Park, or on the 3G pitch here in Cavan for Dáil County Football League Division 2 final between Drumalee and Drumgoon. Drumalee on the attack there, but the first attack has gone out to the right and gone wide. Niall McIntyre places the ball for Drumgoon's first kick out. Very, very frosty night here on 3G pitch. Here comes Niall with the kick out. Up to go. Won by Dara Gaffney. Dara fouled. Puts the ball into the corner. And it's well won by their number 14, Thomas O'Keefe. O'Keefe back to Gaffney. Gaffney with the right foot. Straight and over the blank spot. Drumgoon line out as per the programme minus. One change is Paddy McCabe's back in place of Conor Mina. Here comes the second kick out here to be taken by Niall McIntyre. Dropping out towards the middle of the field. Drumalee have it again. This time Brennan pokes it into the corner. Eddie Gaffney is in pursuit and he taps it over the bar. That's our corner forward, Finbar Donohoe. Drumgoon yet to settle. Slight fog here. Is over towards the far side of the field. Niall McIntyre. Here he comes with the kick out. Up to go again. McNally breaks it down. There to go. It's won here by Keith Fannin. Keith Fannin playing very deep. Pass set across the far side of the field. Out to number 2 is tackled here, Tommy McKettrick. He's dispossessed. It's gone. Here they go through again. Good defending there by Drumgoon. It's gone to Mickey Brennan. Brennan takes the shot and pulls it to the right and pulls it wide. Drumgoon seem very nervous at this stage. As Drumalee lead by 2 points to no score for Drumgoon. McIntyre again with the kick out. Out to the far side of the field. Up goes McDonald. McDonald fouled. McDonald down on one knee. That's expected from him tonight. Fog descending here out to our right, and it's over the far side of the pitch. Sizable crowd here as McDonald still gets attention. Brennan has pulled very, very deep here. He's expecting a long ball. Gaffney back to McDonald. McDonald hops it, lets it go out to the far side of the field. It's well run in here, and in here into the corner, and Well worked there by Drumalee out of defence. They're coming again, but fouled. That was their number 10, Jimmy Fallon. Out to the far side of the field. Slack marking there. He pokes it out to the right hand corner. Well lifted up. Well hassled there by Paul Crossan. And here comes the runner out this side of the field. The number 8 is Gary Malone. Malone pumps it out to the far side. And a big high shot. And gone to the right. And again gone wide. That shot by Darragh Gaffney. This isn't the start that Drumgoon got as they played the Crushela in the semi-final. Here comes McIntyre with the kick again. This time up to go again. Drumgoon trying to settle down here. Hannon pokes it forward to Shane McGarry. Shane McGarry got blocked down. Well played there by the full-back, Brendan Smith. Smith out to this side. Darragh Gaffney looks up, pumps the ball in. Out to Brennan. Brennan, toe to hand, runs into a few tackles, passes it back out. Well worked there by good hard tackling there, but a push on the back. Here comes Fannin. Fannin trying to open up the defence. He's been fouled. He wins a free on the 45 metre, outside the 45 metre line. Back he goes to James McDonald. McDonald looks up, puts her into the danger zone. Well won by Paddy McCabe. Paddy McCabe surrounded here, puts the ball in. And a great score there for Drumgoon, and much needed score. The first score of the game. 7.5 minutes gone. That was Egon Farrell. He had a 48 second goal in the semi-final against Crushela. That might settle them down. This time it's James Heffernan with his first kick out. He puts it short and lost. Here comes Fannin raiding up the middle. Fannin takes a shot and straight over the crossbar. A bad mistake there by Enda McCormick that didn't control that kick out. That brings a bit of respectability on the game now. 2 points each. As Heffernan places the ball again for another kick out. This time again he goes short, and again he's intercepted. Fannin has it again, looks up, a high ball. Heffernan has this covered. Heffernan passes it out, but very silly ball out into the corner. Here they have it. Their number 5 is Gerald Riley. Riley out into the middle, the toe poke it on. Gaffney has the ball, well policed by Hannon. And in fact he would have fouled Hannon, but he's been awarded the free. This time he gives it out to their number 13 is Fulmer Donoghue. Hannon comes out with the ball. Drumgoon starting to settle into the game now. McDonald on the ball, toe to hand, looks up, a bad ball. It's out to the far side of the field. Brennan back heels it. This is well won here by Michael Anderhan, and a hand passes it in here. And that's a rugby tackle there on looks to be Shane McGarry. Shane McGarry way out the field, trying to leave room inside. Hannon out to the far side to McNally. McNally long ball in. Well palmed in there by Adrian Crossan, but Heffernan again makes a mistake. This time into Paddy McCabe. Paddy McCabe, yes, through and over. Heffernan making a lot of silly mistakes there in Drumalee goal. 2 bad kickouts and that bad clearance there again. Now Drumgoon lead by 3 points to 2. 10 minutes gone in the first half. Thanks be to God, the fog is starting to ease away. You can see breath from the boys. It just signifies how cold it is out there. The stand where we're on here is frozen. This time Heffernan, I think he probably will opt to go long this time. Yes, he goes long. Up to go. Brennan fists it on. And Gaffney has the ball under control in here to McDonald. McDonald looks back. Pass out here to Jim McNally. McNally hops. Here he goes to McDonald again. McDonald looking for the runner, looking for Hannon. Here comes the Enda McCormick. Enda McCormick pass it back to the number 2, Timmy Looney. Looney fouled. Heffernan looking for the ball. The fullback, Brendan Smith. Out to their number 2, Timmy Looney. Looney pumps her up the field. Into their number 15 is John O'Connor. O'Connor well intercepted here. And here comes Gaffney, toe to hand. Good ball out. And here comes McNally once again. McNally coming through, toe to hand. Pass on to Philip Smith. Philip Smith raiding down here the right hand side. Steadies himself. Looks for a shot in. Well covered off here by Drumalee. Drumalee out here to Enda McCormick. McCormick kicks it out here. Michael Andrew leaves it here to Eddie Gaffney. Eddie Gaffney rides the tackle. Out here to Paddy McCabe. Paddy deep ball in. And Heffernan leaves the goals to clear up. Heffernan back to out to their number 5, Garrett Riley. Riley out to the far side of the field. Long ball up to go. Here he comes, raiding down here. This side of the field is McCormick, tackled by Fannin. Well run here again by Gaffney. Gaffney with the ball, getting it up under control, pass out here to Fannin. Fannin in here to Porrick McGarry. Porrick McGarry loses the ball but gains possession again, badly fouled there. Into Shane McGarry. Shane McGarry under control. He was fouled there. The referee deems that he was doing the fouling. Free out here for Drumalee. Brendan Smith to take the free. He's looking for a runner. Well run here again by Drumgoon. Looking to McNally. McNally trying to move up the middle but intercepted here by their number 2, Looney. Looney again. In goes Paddy McCabe, a 3-man tackle. Paddy to drop the ball in. Well run here on the full back line by Brent Smith. Smith out to the far side of the field. Here to come with a big long ball from Brennan. He's looking for his runner out here. Well blocked off there, but a line ball here. A line ball for Drumgoon. Score still remains 3 points to 2 in favour of Drumgoon. Line ball here to be taken by Michael Andrew Hannon into McDonald. Well held by McDonald. Australia rule football here from Drumalee in the middle of the field. He looks for Shane McGarry. McGarry pushed in the back, but out over the line. That looked like a free, but Jerry Shorten says no, it's a line ball for Drumalee. Little bit of handbag stuff out over the far side of the field. Drumalee looking to spread the ball, but well won here by Fannin. Fannin here tackled here by McCormick. That's more rugby style. Keith lands the ball in again. Up the goal. No, it didn't break this time. Here they come this side the field. Egan Farrell in pursuit. Well covered off here. Back out here again to their number 10, Jimmy Fallon. Fallon out to their 15 is O'Connor. O'Connor, a big long high ball in. Oh, little bit of hesitancy here. And deemed to be fouled. And a free in for Drumalee. Free to be taken here, left footed. And a good score. Good score there by Finbar Donoghue, even up the game. This time again, Niall McIntyre. There's an injury down here. Referees called up time. An injury to Brendan Smith, the Drumalee full back. Drumalee got here by virtue of a 3-point win against Cadell, while Drumgoon had a 6-point victory over Crushala. 17 minutes gone. The score 3 points Drumgoon, 3 points Drumalee. Jerry Shorten was hand up. Drumalee have a sub on. Number 12 makes way. Number 12 is gone. That's Lee Dunn. Number 19 makes his way in. That is Trevor Malloy. Out in the middle of the field, Fannin got a fist hit, but one here by Drumalee. Toe poke it in here. Well, one in here by Tommy McKittrick. Out here to Edward Gaffney. Gaffney to Fannin. Fannin takes his man on. He's gone. He goes. He steadies himself. He's looking for a shot in. It's too short. It's saved here by Heffernan. Heffernan comes out with the ball. Places out to the far side of the field, out to Brennan. Brennan beats his man. And up along the far side of the field. Very hard to make numbers out here. But here comes Brendan Smith, raiding from full back. Lets the ball in, bad ball here, well won here by Philip Smith. Philip Smith under pressure. Looked like a free, didn't get it. Out here to Brenton McCabe. Brenton McCabe, Edward Gaffney. Gaffney down long, good ball. Now, Pádraig McGorry wins ball. Pass the ball in here to Shane McGorry. Shane McGorry, toe to hand, looks up, looks for help. Has Fannin. Fannin loses control but regains possession. Toe pokes are in, but one in here. Here they come out, try to make their way out again. Here they come. Brennan out to this side of the field. Out to Finbar Donoghue. Donoghue into Malloy. Malloy's gone through. He's gone. O'Connor takes a shot, puts it over the bar. 4 points to Drumalee and 3 to Drumgoon. Good move there out of the defence. McIntyre with the kick out again. Here he comes. Brennan all over McDonald here. That looked like a free. Jim McDonald, he has the ball, he beats two of them. Brennan sticks the leg out. Mead style. McDonald wins his free. That's the ball in here. Adrian Crossan doesn't control it. Shane McGarry tries to pick it up, but they're raiding and they're breaking loose out to Fallon. Fallon out along the far side. That long ball in again, well won by McKittrick. McKittrick out to McNally. McNally out here to Gaffney. Gaffney out this side of the field to Fannin. Fannin, he looks in, gives a great ball in to the raiding Philip Smith. Smith, too light. Should have put that one over. But here Drumalee come again up along the far side of the field. Brendan McCabe holding possession very well. Here to come again is Trevor Malloy in a cross, but well won here by Eddie Gaffney. Gaffney toe to hand. Here he comes. McDonald should be supporting on the outside. Here he comes. Here comes McDonald. And the big long ball in. Down goes Egon Farrell. Farrell was fouled but didn't get his free. Out to come here. Well won by Paddy McCabe. Paddy McCabe turns. And a brilliant point by Paddy. Brilliant point by Paddy McCabe. That even things up again. 4 points each. 22 minutes gone the first half. That's better. Here they come again. This short kick out. Asleep. He was told to go. Brennan Lionel. Brennan down on the ground here. Passes around out here. Out to their number 10. Here he comes left footed, but gone to the left and gone wide. Gone to the left and gone wide. The fog descends again out to the right hand side of the pitch. As McIntyre comes to place the ball for the kick out once more. Here comes McIntyre. Out to the far side this time. Up to go. And down it comes. Philip Smith has the ball. Has her in here to Eddie Gaffney. Eddie Gaffney, jersey pull, but gets away. Play the advantage into Michael Andrew Hannon. Hannon seemed to be fouled there too. Yes, and is fouled. Jerry Shorten says he's fouled. Little punt forward. A silly type of ball to give. Drumalee have it again. Jerry Shorten talks to someone there. I think it's Porrick McGarry for a high arm. McGarry in again. Brandon comes through with a kick, but puts the ball out over the line for line ball from Drumgoon. This time Paddy McCabe playing deep. That looks like a card, but Shorten plays on. Here comes McDonald. McDonald to Gaffney. Gaffney looks up, toe to hand. He's looking for help. He's looking for help. Here comes McGarry. McGarry out to Brendan McCabe. Brendan McCabe hand passes in here to Philip Smith. Philip Smith out into the corner here to Porrick McGarry. McGarry lets her in, but bad ball. Out Drumalee work it again. They're getting out here too easily. Now they're going to exploit the two-man full forward line. great ball in across the top. Gaffney goes down, controls the ball, faced by Paul McGarry. He's charging. That should have been a free out, but no, he gets away with it and puts it over the bar. Look for a ball down the far side of the field. 4 points to Drumgoon, 5 points to Drumalee. 4 minutes left in the first half. Very cold here in 3G. Back on the air again. Here comes McIntyre with the kick out. Up the goal, the break it down is won well here by Brendan McCabe. Brendan McCabe up through the middle. He's gone. Finds Fannin out along the far side. Fannin. Oh yes. Yes, so that definite free. Just arms wrapped around Fannin. He wasn't going to go anyplace. Paddy McCabe to take this free. Here he comes. And over she goes. You hear the crowd the far side applaud that fine score by Paddy McCabe. The sides are even at 5 points each. But 2 minutes left. Here comes Heffernan with the kick out. Out this side of the field. Up the goal. And Fannin toe pokes her in. Here comes Shane McGarry, but too late. Well run there by Fannin. Fannin, great work here by Fannin. Fannin takes a kick. No, gone to the right and gone wide. Brennan given out here in the middle of the field as per usual. Just because he played with Cavan thinks he'll get away with everything here. Heffernan places the ball for the kick out. Here he comes out to the far side of the field. Up to go. Well won there by, it was won by Philip Smith but lost again. Down along the wing. Ball's gone. Here they come down the middle of the field. Too slow. He wants to go himself. Punts the ball in. McIntyre's the ball under control. Out it comes here to Gaffney. Gaffney raiding down here, down the right hand side of the field. Pass her in to Michael Andrew Hannon. Hannon decides to pass on into Egan Farrell. Out Eddie Gaffney again. Gaffney down around the right. He's looking for a runner. He finds Porrick McGarry, but Gaffney has it back again. Too much to do on his own there. Drumalee in possession again. They're working their way out. They find the way out too easily there. Here they come again. Out to Finbar Donoghue. Donoghue tries the long ball in into Gaffney. Gaffney pulls a free. He holds Paul Crossan by the hand and pulls us free. Here comes Donoghue. Sorry, Gaffney with the free. Right footed. And over the bar. 6 points. Drumalee, 5 points to Drumgoon. I'd say time possibly is up. We're waiting on the referee now. Here comes McIntyre with the kick out. Up to go, uncontested. Brennan in the middle of the field. Pass it back here to this dangerous ball in here over the top again, but nobody there this time to meet him. McIntyre has it under control out to Brenton McCabe. Brenton McCabe out here to Gaffney again. Gaffney is having a good game here. Into McNally. McNally. There he goes into Shane McGarry. Has the ball under control. Met there rugby style. But gets away with it. Jim McNally with a foul there. Shorten sees that one. He didn't see the one before. He comes here to Jimmy Galligan to see what happened here. He's looking for Jim McNally. Here they come with the kick. Good ball. Well won in the corner. Half time. And Drumalee lead by the single point as we take a break. They take their places in the middle of the field. Jerry Jordan just checking his watch. It's Jim McNally and James McDonald wait on the kick-off. Down the go. Was well won here by Philip Smith, but Philip Smith fouled. Philip Smith switches play. Fannin punched it on out to Shane McGarry. Shane McGarry passed it on here to Egan Farrell, but he loses the ball. He has it back up again, loses it again, but he's hassling well. Puts on the pressure, but a free out here to Drumalee. Here comes Eddie Gaffney. Eddie has the ball under control. Pass here to Brenton McCabe. Brenton McCabe pass out here to Killian Mina. Killian Mina runs into a hard tackle. Then goes Shane McDonald. That looks like a free again. There's some hard hitting there. Well blocked by Egan Farr. Down the go. Egan's going through. And it's gone out to the left and gone wide. No questions been asked there. Down along the left hand side. As Heffernan comes to place the ball for the kick out. Heffernan down the middle of the field. Good kick up to go. One here by Drumalee, but fouled by Brenton McCabe. Leaves the ball behind. There goes their in the goal. Michael Andrew faces his man, shields him out. Well done, Michael Andrew Hannon made him overplay the ball. Free out here. Been taken out. Some of them get to know Jerry Shorten too well. As Fannin gathers possession, he rounds his man. McCormick passes it out to Killian Mina. Killian looks up, looking for that runner. Finds out in the middle of the field out to James McDonald. James gathers the ball, passes it back to McNally out to the far side of the field. Shane McGarry goes through. He's raiding through, takes a left-footed shot, but blocked down the crowd cheer and gone wide. Not a very sporting manner there. As Heffernan comes with the ball again for a kick out. takes it short. Out to the far side of the field. This time Brennan in control. He looks up, toe to hand, changes the run of play. This time the ball down the far side of the field. Toe poked out to the far, out the wing through the fog. Can't make out who has that ball. But Drumalee still raid. As a man runs into tackle, but Jerry Shorten deems it a free into Drumalee. The free here to be taken by Derry Gaffney. Will this put 2 in it? Gaffney right footed, the cheer goes up and the flag goes up. It's a 2-point game. McIntyre hurries to get this kick out, but everybody well covered. Hannon goes back in to take up his full back position. McIntyre places the ball. Here he comes, right footed, out to the far side of the field, up to go, broken down, toe poked out by Jim McNally. Jim McNally out to Eddie Gaffney. Eddie Gaffney going solo out the far side of the field. Fannin looking for the ball in. Fannin fouled and a free to Drumgoon. As Conor Minor makes his way in. Here's the man to come ashore. Egon Farrell seems to be going ashore. Egon, the hero of the last day out, scored 2 goals against Crushlaw. His place taken by Conor Minor as Fannin comes left footed. Not gone yet, but gone out and gone wide.
Number 10, Conor Minor, is replacing number 12, Egon Farrell.
We hope Conor's fit. As Heffernan again comes with the kick out. Out beside the field. Asleep here. The long ball down the field. Massey has it back out here to this side of the field to the number 10 is Jimmy Fallon. Fallon hops, lets the ball in along the far side. Well won here by Michael Andrew Hannon. Michael Andrew Hannon coming, has Killian Minor, passes in, a great ball there. Where goes Michael Andrew. Porrick McGarry takes the ball again. Porrick McGarry passes in, Hannon doing a great work here, going the whole way from full back, and he's still going through. And he fits it. What a point. What a point by Hannon. That's an inspirational point. That's a wake-up call for Drumgoon. 7 points to Drumalee, 6 now for Drumgoon. They have to stay awake for this kick out. He goes to far side of the field. This time McNally in control, but McNally lets it out over the line, did the sensible thing, and taking the line ball. Brendan McCabe looking for the fast ball, but Brenton way back to take up his position. In it goes in. Oh, that looked to be a free. That should have been a free, as the hassle for possession out here on the far side. Jerry Shorten. What's he calling here? He's speaking to some of the players here. It's hard to figure out what's going to happen here. So he speaks to Drumgoon's Adrian Crossan. The free back into Heffernan. Heffernan, toed hand, liable to do anything. Let him come. That's what Drumgoon say. Yes, Heffernan is liable to do anything, and he sends that ball out over the end line and wide. Line ball here for Drumgoon. To be taken by James McDonald. James McDonald. There's a break and play. Ian Craddock comes on. Ian Craddock. I can't see just yet who's going off. It's Adrian Crossan. James McDonald. The ball back here to Killian Minor. Back to James McDonald. James McDonald, ball in control out to the far side of the field for to go for, but it's in the hands of Jim McNally. He beats the first tackle, and the cheer goes up. Brendan missed the tackle there. Here to go. Right footed. Heffernan gathers. Heffernan will pass the ball out. As a Drumgoon man lies on the ground. Out, well one out to the far side of the field. Line ball. This game getting very physical. I can't see who's lying on the ground here, as Jerry Shorten goes to the line to sort out. Line ball for Drumgoon. Sadie Gaffney gets it up off the ground. A card issued here to some of the Drumalee players. I think it's Michael Brennan, as Shorten makes his way in. The line ball to be taken. Fannin looks for attention now at the far side of the field. Good ball in. Craddock misses. Gaffney has it. Gaffney passes out here to McNally. McNally, third hand. Shoulder there, well back. Here they come. Gaffney has the legs. And Ian Craddock fouls his man. That's Finbar Donoghue down. He gives him a yellow card. An innocent enough kind of tackle. A number of these players expected to line out tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the Under-21 Championship against Knockbride. What about burnout? This time of year, Brennan looks around him. He's going to punt her in. Drives the ball in. Up to go. Oh, badly blocked down there. There goes Gaffney. Gaffney right footed and pops her over the bar. The score now reads Drumalee 8, Drumgoon 6. A mistake there, the Drumgoon defence coming out with that ball. Gave Gaffney an easy chance. This time McIntyre with the kick out. McIntyre, here he comes. Brennan up unmarked. But loses possession. Here they come again. The look for the runner. Here he comes. Unchallenged. And pulls her and puts her over the bar. Drumgoon stand back there. They should have been going to Donoghue's toe. leaves the kick out again to be taken by McIntyre. McIntyre out again, this time up to go. Nobody gets the ball. Conor Minor pushed in the back. It should have been a free, but Brennan put out over across the line, and the resultant free is from where the ball landed. As the fog descends again, it's hard to make out players. Gary Gaffney stands over the ball. The crowd shout. There he goes. And out to our left and gone wide. McIntyre in a hurry now with the kick out. 40 minutes gone in the second half. Up to go. Here Drumalee come again. Donoghue again. He's well blocked this time. But a handy free. That was a handy free. This should put them 4 points up. 9-6 as we stand. Gaffney coming to take this free. Here comes Gaffney, right-footed over the bar. 10 points to Drumalee, 6 for Drumgoon. Paddy McCabe coming out more to the middle of the field this time. Up to go, and a broken ball. This time Gaffney wins a great ball there into McNally. McNally back to Gaffney. Gaffney having a great game for Drumgoon. Looks up, nice little punt forward. Dean Craddock. Craddock looks up, turns, but a weak hand pass in there from Brian McCabe out to this side of the field. Here they come. Here he comes toe to hand. Confronted there with Jim McNally. He takes a wild shot and has gone out to our right and gone out for a line ball to Drumgoon. Niall McIntyre urges Tommy McKittrick to come and try and take this ball. Here comes Tommy. Well won by Killian Minor. Killian Minor to Brendan McCabe. Brendan McCabe fouled there. He gives it to Jim McNally. Very, very static this Drumgoon front line as it goes the far side of the field. Here they come again, little punt forward. Well won here by Tommy McKittrick out to Killian Minor. Killian, he beats his marker. Great ball out. Here they're raiding from full back now. A big dangerous ball in here to Gaffney. Gaffney turns and shoots and gone to our right and gone wide. Donoghue makes his way back to the full back position as McIntyre. Referee is called. Comes McIntyre with the kick out. Down along the far side of the field, up to go. And again, south for line ball for Drumgoon. It goes short to bad ball to tackle man. Philip Smith has control into Michael Andrew Hannon to Gaffney. Gaffney having a good game, a good solid game. Gets his man Philip Smith with a good ball to Michael Andrew Hannon. Hannon should run straight, and he's trying his best to run straight. He gets the ball. Paddy McCabe turns. And Paddy McCabe pulled, and a free in to Drumgoon. Here comes Fannin. Oh, shot, and it's gone for a 45. As some of the Drumgoon boys lie on the ground here in the big square. It looks like Shane McGarry. He gets up to his feet. A goal badly needed here for Drumgoon. McNally with the 45. Another sub here for Drumalee.
Substitution in the Drumalee team, number 22, Cian Byrne, replacing Timmy Looney, number 2.
Cian Byrne in for Timmy Looney. Fannin stands over the ball with Hannon beside him. Goal badly needed. Here comes Fannin, left footed. Lets her into the danger zone, up to go, punched out. And left footed shot, and a good find there by Conor Mina. 10 points to 7.
Substitution of the Drumgoon team, number 24, Conor Bates, replacing Shane McGarry, number 14.
Conor Bates comes on for Shane McGarry at Shane number 14. 20 minutes gone, but 10 left. Drumgoon badly needed goal to liven it up again. Up to go in the middle of the field, missed here, but that man Gaffney has it again. He's been harried and hassled. That seems very easy free. Gaffney gets out ahead again, but well won by Brent McCabe. Brent McCabe in hand pull. This time a quick free into McNally. McNally puts the ball out to James McDonald. McDonald fists it out to the far side to Gaffney again. A little punt in forward and a push in the back as McGinty pleads his innocence. Free in here to Drumgoon. Jim McNally fixes his boot. Fannin asks them to move on in. There's going to be left footed. Here he comes, left footed into the danger zone again. Well held here. Heffernan stand over the ball. Referee calls for that to be taken again. Three points in it as Heffernan places that ball here to Malone. Malone down along the wing here into the number 2. Hand pass back in here again into Malay. Down goes Looney. Fannin stands over him. Referee makes his way in as Sheridan throws up another yellow card. little toe poke out to the corner, and it's gone out over Tommy McKettrick, and it's a ball for Drumalee. Donohoe again left footed, this time won by Fannin. Fannin slips but holds on to possession. Right footed by Cian Byrne. It's not gone yet. Brendan McCabe plays Gaffney out. Looking to make their way in. Switches play out this side. Here they come again. Out, oh, a bad mistake. Here comes Hannon. Hannon's coming. Took a hand. There he finds out to Fannin. Lot to do. And he's been harried and pulled and pushed, and he gets his free. This time Paddy McCabe stands over the ball. He goes for a score and gets a score. 10-8 now it reads in favour of Drumalee. 5 minutes left in the game. A big push now needed from Drumgoon, as Heffernan prepares for this kick out. He has to replace again, shorten that on time. He's asked to come again. This time right footed. Up to go again. It's finally won by McDonald. Minor into McDonald back out here to Craddock out to the far side of the field. Gaffney, here he comes again in. Oh, that's a push in the back, but allowed to play on and gone to the right. I think that may have been from Conor Minor. It's hard to say. Malone lies on the ground here, trying to slow things down, trying to take the sting out of it. And it looks maybe like Brennan down on the end of the big semicircle. Here they come with the schmozzles. It's a man's game now, as Shorten moves in to take control. Boots are flying. Brennan was one of the instigators there. Referee calls order. Jimmy Galligan in the far side to give his place. It's Conor Minor and Enda McCormick get a yellow card each after all that. Eight points for Drumgoon, 10 points for Drumalee. 2 minutes left. Drumalee in possession. This time ball down the field, intercepted by McNally. Has it. Bad ball for McNally. Miss Fannin going through. Drumalee now. Trevor Malloy goes on a solo run. Out down to the far side of the field. Maybe too long. McCabe doing well since he moved in full back. Out comes Drumgoon with the ball. This side, Philip Smith. Out to the far side. Bad ball from Philip Smith. Give them. Here they come. I think this is the crucial score. Yes, over the bar. McIntyre placing the ball for the kick out. 11 points for Drumalee, 8 for Drumgoon, as Drumalee make another change.
Number 17, Michael Higgins, replacing John O'Connor, number 15.
Michael Higgins in for John O'Connor. The time almost up as McIntyre comes with the kick out. Down goes McNally. Tackled by Higgins. McNally wins the free. Long ball up. Looking for Hannon. It doesn't fall kindly. Conor Minor on the ball. Conor Minor fouled. Minor can't get his free taken. He moves it on up. Here comes Minor. Power into the danger zone, but he says no, I'll switch. Francie Mahan into Fannin. Fannin, left footed. Over the bar. Might be too late. But the score now reads 9 points for Drumgoon, 11 for Drumalee. They're trying to split this kick out again. Worked quite well for them. Here comes Heffernan. Down the middle of the field this time. Francie Mahan missed the ball. Two of their own man clash. Well hassled here. Brennan in control. The stand off him. Big ball in here to Derek Gaffney. Brennan McCabe. Well read there by Philip Smith. Out across to Conor Minor. Conor Minor starting to run. With the lever behind them. Brennan passed the ball out. Here comes Brennan again, toe to hand. Missed tackle there by Brendan McCabe. Brennan left footed, but it's gone wide. McIntyre, here he comes. To try and get this quick kid out. This time down the middle of the field. Up to goal. Won by James McDonald, taken out of it here. They'll do anything to slow the game down at this stage. McNally over the ball. Short ball out onto the stand. As Gaffney moves forward, Gaffney to McNally. McNally going through, taken out of it again. It's very cynical fouling at this stage, but that's ended. They'll do anything to stop them going, moving forward. Referee about to issue a card. Fannin stands over the ball as Drumalee shout time's up. We know goals from here anyway. Fannin goes for a score. Tips her over the bar. Just a point in it. But I think it's too late. They encircle the referee to see what time's left. As Heffernan places the ball, Heffernan in no hurry. Brennan calls for the ball. There goes the final whistle. And Drumalee deserving the winners by that single point. The score line reads Drumalee 11, Drumgoon 10. But a very good year for Drumgoon. They are intermediate champions. They'll be playing senior football next year, as will Drumalee. Will renew acquaintance with them next year. And from Tommy and myself here in Breffni Park, in 3G Park, it's bye-bye.
Great.
I want to congratulate two teams on an excellent sporting game and a very competitive game here on the 3G pitch in Breffni Park. And it finished up very tight. And it's great to see such competitiveness in the league here in Cavan. For our sponsors, John Brady, with our sponsors, to run the competitions is great, and we appreciate all the finance they give the Cavan County Board. To both clubs, their officials and their mentors, I congratulate you. Drumgoon, hard luck. You had a great year up until now. Well done. To Drumalee, very well done on the league performance. And congratulate both clubs. Just ask Gary Malone to say a few words.
What can I say? Drumalee always do this style. It's a good competitive game out there. Have to say, Drumalee put it up to us, but we took all that stuff. We great scores out there, and it was a great effort by all of them. Have to say a big thanks to the selectors, the management, stuck with us all year, and it was a great response from the players to lift the league trophy here tonight. Well done, Drumalee.
Thanks, Gary. Adrian Cox. All I'd like to say is fair play to Drumalee today. He's definitely on top for most of the game, and we couldn't argue with the results, so fair play to these lads. I'd like to thank all our players. It was a long year for us to put in a huge effort. Fair play to these lads. Just let stuff down today. It's run out of team, so fair play, and best luck to Drumalee. That's all I do. I present the cup to Drumalee captain Gary Malone.
Just do a wee handshake underneath that cup. Okay, all right. I'm just looking this way. Yeah. Lift it up!
Should I take the head together? Yeah, sweet. Don't break the camera now.